Medicine, it was excellent presentation. I learned a lot. The various statistics that we as practicing physicians have no idea that the lowest cost per day that we bear in regular practice of medicine, $1,500 a month. It's probably the lower end, and I testify to that. Interesting anecdotes when we discussed with physician colleagues that we are going to get $44,000 and they'll brush us off. I was one of those who says, it turns out to be, as you said, $36 per day. I can see one more patient and I'll be as happy. And these are real statistics that we deal with. On the other hand, we talked about protocol, we talked about guidelines. We are physicians, we love practice of medicine, we love our interactions with our patients. I hope and pray that that aspect of medicine does not go away. It was an interesting anecdote. Yesterday I saw a patient, lung cancer patient, refractory to chemotherapy. We are discussing the possibility of hospice care, not decided yet. Ended up going in the hospital, had multiple other medical problems, but ended up going in the hospital, middle of the night. Protocol, guidelines, pulmonary MLI, started on heparin, and put on low cholesterol diet. It's a protocol, the guideline. Everything computerized, tick, tick, tick. So next morning when I made rounds, he says, Doc, I like to have my nice good breakfast. And I looked at it and I was surprised. I don't blame the resident. It's just that from patient care, direct interaction, practical aspects, to this electronic guidelines and tick, 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 takes away that critical element. I went a step further, knowing the patient's background. He enjoyed a glass of wine every evening. And I told the nurse, I want my patient to have a glass of wine. Next day morning, he says, Doc, I got my wine. So these are little touches of practice of medicine that make us feel good about our profession. And I hope that aspect of it is not taken away from us. While the technology is trying to overwhelm us as physicians. I'm an extremely reluctant adapter of technology. I'm enjoying it, yet at moments I've had my own frustrations, I must say. History and physical, Dr. Lumsden, you mentioned, again, computers say click, click, click. There are certain aspects of practice of medicine and the clinical diagnosis that we come to recognize by our interaction with patients and their families. They're in our office, we ask them social history, history of present illness, do you drink? Yeah, I do. Well, how much? Weekends. The wife is sitting next to the patient and says, come on, tell the truth. I don't know how computer is going to pick up those aspects of practice of medicine and history taking. I wish and I hope that during these interactions there would be some opportunities for those types of, that teaches us a lot, that tells us there is something more, because that will come down to the ultimate diagnosis. Similarly, anecdote, we all have those experiences, and I'm sure you have in the audience that you should share with. How long have you had pain in the abdomen? Oh, Doc, I've had the pain ever since my daughter came from Philadelphia. Well, when did your daughter come from Philadelphia? That's exactly when we bought our condo. This thing can go on and on. It's fun, but it teaches us something else about the patient. And those things are, in my opinion, helpful in us treating the patient as a whole. I didn't want nothing to do with the computers. I believe I'm an average physician, 62-year-old. Many physicians in community and around the country are having the same attitude over the period of time. I like patient care, I like direct, I'm good at it, I believe I'm successful. I know my patients, most of the pertinent information. I don't need all of this. 2 minutes, give me 2 minutes and I'll have pretty much most what is relevant for me to take care of the patient. Yet, more I see it, more I realize that it makes me more efficient. It gives me information faster and accurate. More importantly, if there are interactions about medications, it's great help, there's no question. Once we get over the hump of, I don't want to deal with it. It does take the time away from patient care. I hope that we create a system whereby my quality time with the patient still I'm able to do and be able to see the number of patients that I'm used to seeing and be productive and at the same time comply with the compliances and the requirements. It's enjoyable. I resisted it, then I started thinking about it, and then came along the biggest motivator, and that's money. The government says, all right, for physicians, we'll give you $44,000. Those of us who have started using it find it extremely helpful. And my daughter is also a doctor, and we share some of these things that I hope this technology will continue to help us give and deliver a better patient care. I'm confident that it will. There were times when we used to bring the files of X-ray films from the hospital to show the patient and the family in our offices. Now, computer can ship. We can have the computer show, and we can tell them this is where the tumor is, and this is how it was 4 months ago, and with chemotherapy, this is how it has become. It's excellent. Excellent technology, good use, and patients see it, they feel good about it. So, well, let's keep in all of this, technology and physicians. We as physicians have enjoyed patient care. It is gratifying. It's a noble profession. I'm confident it will continue to be that way. And technology is there to assist us. Let us use the technology patient focused. Meaningful use also patient focused. How all of it we can use to help deliver the best possible patient care. Thank you very much and let's have our start of the dialogue and exchange so that we achieve our goals. Thank you very much.